Um, all right, we talked about this off the air via text last night, and I wanted to cover this a little bit today. Um, the Biden regime is claiming that, on the one hand, that they've lost track of 45,000 illegal immigrant children that have come into this country. At the same time, they are flying in via plane kids from Afghanistan, some are coming in from Mexico, some are coming in from God knows where. They're landing at various airports across the country. Dallas, Fort Worth is one of them. Westchester, New York is another. These planes are landing. These kids are then being put on buses and taken. They're saying they're distributing them to cities across the nation where hopefully they will get adopted or taken care of. My suspicion, because I've heard some of them are going to the Sisters of Mercy, which is a Catholic organization, which I have a very high suspicion of. But my concern, and a lot of other people's concerns, is that what they're actually doing is trafficking these kids to elite pedophiles, high-level politicians, Satanists, and that sort of thing. And what is your take on all of this, and what's going on?
Yeah, let's call it what it is. This is beyond incompetence. For anybody who works in the chaplain or the clinical social worker world or works with CPS, you know that there are federal and state guidelines that have to be observed. And all of those guidelines, which are, they're based on what are the rights of the individuals who are being helped or served, and what are the rights of the state or the federal government in regards to those individuals. So every year, those organizations have to go through an audit process where, so it's so meticulous. When I help do auditing with the hospice and stuff and some of the hospitals that I worked at, if you are a chaplain and you go to visit a patient and you forget to sign your chart note saying that you made a visit, or you forget to sign your full title, Chaplain Jesse Zaboter,
right?
That's an automatic $5,000 fine for that hospital or that system. So what we have going on is a mass gross amount of incompetence. There's no way that over 400,000 individuals are coming in undocumented to unspecified locations and just get lost. I think that individuals in those areas, we need to be marching down to our local government offices, whether it's our senators, whether it's our governors, whether it's our mayors, and we need to be demanding an immediate audit of the CPS groups in our areas. We need to say, you know what? We know there were people who came in to our area, whether, let's just pick Dallas, Fort Worth. We know people were brought into this area. We are demanding an audit. We are demanding documentation from, the time they came off that plane and stepped foot in our state. We want to know where those people are. We're going to hold our government accountable. And you can call, look up the number for your state ombudsman and call that person and make a report. The number will be different in each state, but you call the ombudsman and you say, here's the documentation. It shows that Dallas-Fort Worth is receiving immigrant people. Those people now are considered missing. There's no documentation on them. I believe that, Department of Human Services and CPS are liable, and I am requesting an immediate audit. You give them your name, your phone number, and they have within 24 hours to 72 hours to follow up and call you back. If they do not, you write down their name, you write down the contact information. If you can record your call to them, that will help. If they do not do their duty within 72 hours, then you call the federal DOJ, Federal Audit System. You can look it up online for the phone number. You can also email them, and you turn in that ombudsman's name, number, turn in the CPS offices, the Department of Human Services, and say, I am suspecting human trafficking, and I am requesting you to do your due diligence and to look into this. If they do not follow up within 72 hours, you keep copies of those emails or whatever you sent. Then you're going to write a letter to the White House. I would put the name on it to Donald J. Trump, and I would say, sir, we have our state. I believe there's trafficking going on. These are the services that are involved, and they are not doing their due diligence, and we have so many people missing, and I'm requesting that you look into this and investigate it, please. So that would be my, my suggestions. If you want to send me copies of those emails or those requests, certainly you can send those emails to me, and I will make sure they get where they need to go. But yeah, we, I fully believe it is a case of trafficking as well. And one of the videos I showed with you